Yo, what's up? You know, back with another one. You know, got some good news and I got some bad news. Man, got some good news and I got some bad news. And the good news is, at my job, I got a raise and I got a new position. They gave me a position. My supervisor came to me. He was like, hey, on this day, he came and picked me up. He like, hey man, look, come to the office. So I'm like, okay. All right, we get up in the office. So he say, I know you're a hard worker, and I know you don't miss no days. You always coming to work. So I want to offer you this position in the knife room because y'all don't know, and I work at a chicken plant. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, all right. I know they don't do no hard work up in the knife room. So I'm not the type that to go hop up and try to do everything all the time. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, nah, I don't know. I was like, man, I'll think about it. So he like, yeah, man, you get paid more and everything. So I'm like, okay. So I thought about it, and I seen the guys, they just be chilling up in there, but I ain't never asked them any questions. So time flew by. So I ended up getting a position. He gave it to me. So when I get up in there, man, whole different story. And the guy that was training, that's training me, he was saying that they just threw him up in there. They ain't teach him nothing. They just got him, said, hey, you gotta learn it. They're like, you mess up, you're gonna get rolled up or you're gonna get terminated. So he like, man, he started bucking on him. He like, look, I don't know this stuff. He like, man, he walked off and everything. Went back to doing his old job. So he like, man, I don't know this stuff, man. He like, man, you telling me people started coming in, they had attitudes and stuff, cause all the tools wasn't right, everything. So he like, man, he ain't got time for all these people with the attitudes and stuff missing and all kind of stuff. So he telling me about it. He like, man, look, this position here, he like, man, it sound all good. He like, yeah, I know we don't do nothing all day. We sit down. But when it comes to having all the tools and everything straightened out, he like, man, you gotta know what you're doing. He said, you can't be up and playing with this. He like, man, the boss man, they ready to fire you. They'll fire you just like that if you up here playing. If you just out here playing with it. He like, man, you gotta take it serious. He like, it ain't no game. Like, you can lose your job just like that. So I'm thinking like, oh, dang, man. So I'm like, man, they don't set me up, man. All right, now. So I'm like, they don't set me up for the kill. So I'm like, dang. So my supervisor, he ain't tell me none of this. He ain't tell me that I had 4 days to learn everything. And the guy that training me, he said it took him a whole month to learn it. And now I only got 4 days to learn this job. And if I don't get it right, they saying I can be terminated, or I get rolled up. If anything go wrong, I lose my job. So now I'm thinking like, dang, my supervisor, he ain't tell me nothing. So I'm like, dang, they messed up. But in my mind, this would make me go hard, man. Stuff like this, man, because these jobs, they don't care about you. They don't care nothing about you, man. They want you. They just don't care. They just worry about the stuff they got to get done. So I'm like, dang, he ain't even care about trying to check about, trying to see what's going on, man. He ain't trying to do none of that, man. He ain't look at the inside, man. He just said, the trainee said, I got 4 days. So when I asked my supervisor about it, he like, oh, man, you'll be all right. You'll learn it, man. You can be okay. Really, man, that's all you got to say. So I'm like, man, look, man, I'm telling my supervisor, man, it ain't no game, man. They're saying if I mess up and everything. So I'm like, man, they saying it ain't a game. So what's up, man? So I'm telling my supervisor, how you gonna handle this? He like, man, just make sure you got all the paperwork there, right? Everything. Make sure you got everything good. I'm like, yo, all that sound good. It's easy to say it. I'm gonna learn it. But what's gonna happen when I mess up? I'm still a trainee. Y'all just gonna give me 4 days? Take my old position, my job that I've been doing for 2 years, take me out of that. Then just put me in something else and say I gotta learn this in four days, man. 4 days, dog. So that's crazy. But the good news is that I got a new position and I got another raise. That's the good news. And I say the bad news is that, man, if I mess up, one mistake, I'm out the door. I'm rolled up. And it's crazy, man. I don't think that's fair. But that's just how America is, man. Life. That's how life is. Stuff ain't fair. And it is what it is. But I got in my mind, I ain't finna let that job just have me worried about losing my job. I'm not worried about that, because I know at the end of the day, God got me. He got me. He got my back. I just got to stay strong with it, keep going, keep moving. But it's just, how I look at things, stuff don't be right, man. It don't be fair. It just messed up. And then how a trainee, how he was telling me how they came and got him and said they were finna fire him. So I'm like, dang, so now y'all come get me, trick me up and now I'm like, I'm messed up. And I ain't trying to lose my job. I ain't got time to be out here playing. But if it come down to it, I'll just find something else. Keep putting that work in. And this is why I gotta go hard, man. This is why I come to this YouTube stuff. Cause something gotta give, you feel me? Can't just depend on no 9 to 5. Just can't. Cause when they start acting crazy, they wanna dang switch up on you. They be ready to fire you over anything. They be ready to fire you. So another thing that's crazy, that my first day up in there doing the job, so a knife ended up missing. So next thing you know, the boss man and this female, all of them, they end up coming up in there. They raising hell about it. We missing this knife. They saying it's our fault that they missed it. They missing the knife. So the boss man, everybody, we going through all the paperwork, man. We gotta take all the stuff out, go through it, look at it. It was just a big old mess. Big old mess. So they looking through everything. So I'm like, man, I'm confused. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. So I'm like, dang, man, this is crazy, man. So the trainee, the dude that training me, the trainer, the dude that training me, he like, man, you see what I'm saying? He like, bro, they ain't playing, bro. They be ready. But then at the same time, it wasn't our fault. It was on them. But they try to blame it on us. So just imagine I'm doing this by myself and I'm new. I ain't got no experience for real. I got 4 days worth. And they come in and try to hit this on me. They gonna try to fire me. They gonna try to write me up. It gonna look ugly. So, dang. And this is stuff I just be wanting to talk about, man. This is stuff I just be going through sometimes. And hey, this is just what it is. So, I feel like I got to post this and I'm gonna talk about it. And I want to make a change to this junk, man. I'm gonna have to. One day I want to be able to look back and just say I ain't got to worry about this no more, man. I ain't got to worry about these people doing people wrong. Just doing people wrong, man, because it ain't right. It ain't right at all. It ain't right. And it just had me thinking like, man, my supervisor, he could have came to me, he could have just told me straight up. He could have said, hey, look, before you even get this, it ain't nothing to be playing with. It look like it's sweet because y'all they up and up sitting down. It look like it's good. Look like they ain't doing no hard work. But he could have broke it down and told me. But he ain't tell me nothing. He said, oh man, it's easy. Everything easy. Get up in the whole different. It ain't easy. People be on the outside looking in. And I was on the outside looking in, but something in the back of my head was telling me, nah, see, I should have just went with my first mind. I should have just said, nah, I'm good. But he got me. They tricked me. Cause I don't know, man. Something was telling me, my gut was telling me, nah, man, don't do it. But I went on, signed them papers, took the raise, took the position. Now, you got 4 days to train. If you don't learn it, you're terminated, or you'll get rolled up. But yeah, man, you only get so many write-ups and you're out the door. So that's just how it is. And it ain't right. But that's what I got to say on that tip. And life ain't fair. Some things ain't fair, and that's just how it is. I just got to deal with it, man up, figure something out. I got to have a backup plan in case they do try to fire me. If something happened. And I just got to learn how to control my temper when people come in there talking crazy, all kind of attitudes, because, yeah, I'll be facing that, man. When people talking crazy, they're going to have their attitudes. And the guy was telling me, like, look, they're going to come up in here with attitude, talking crazy. They're going to try to check you. You're going to have to be ready for all that. You're going to have to stay calm and don't flip out on them. And I ain't trying to lose my job. I'm trying to stay strong, keep going. But man, how the rail is, seems like it's designed for you to fail, man. And my supervisor said, you're not trying to set me up for failure. But you ain't trying to set me up for failure while you ain't tell me everything what's going on. And I should have did my own research on it. But I was playing. I ain't do my own research. I ain't take it serious. I should have looked more up into that position before I even did it. But man, it just messed up how people is. Dirty world, man. Messed up. It's just how it is. Hey, I'm gonna keep going though. Don't stop. I'll figure something out. But yeah, man, I just came to share that with y'all. And hey, I'll be back with another one. This is D'Angelo Scott Motivation. We're gonna keep going. We ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep putting these videos out here, supporting each other. So we all we got. And let's get it. Hey, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up, stay motivated, and don't give up. Real talk. Salute. Peace.